to Module 3 of the Food Waste Management Training. I'm Iris Joy Abrigo, the Sustainable Business Officer of the Sustainable Diner Project, and I will walk you through this video. In this module, we will just have a very quick recap of the steps that your facility can go through to establish your own food waste management system. Then, we'll dive deeper about the specific roles of the Food Waste Task Force and some of the best practices recommendations for each member of the task force. So without further ado, let's get started. So let us refresh the steps in establishing your food waste management system. As mentioned in the previous videos, there are 4 steps in establishing your own food waste management system. The first, establishing a food waste management team, which will be discussed in detail in this video. So magda-dive deep tayo sa food waste management task force roles and best practices in this video. Step 2 and 3, or the establishment of a separation and measurement system and the analysis of data from those systems was discussed in the second video of this module. So let's dive deeper into step 1. So establishing a food waste task force was discussed in the second video of this module briefly. These are the departments that are recommended to be involved in the food waste task force. Once you start a food waste management initiative, each department has a specific role to play and it must be practiced by all departments. So yung commitment ng bawat department and bawat employee ay important para ma-achieve natin ang ating food waste reduction goals. It basically involves everyone in the restaurant operations, but we will dig deeper on their roles and best practices on the next part. In this part, we will discuss the roles of each department and share some of the best practices from the Food Waste Management Toolkit and from interacting with some of our restaurant partners. But these are just recommendations. You can discover best practices that fit your facilities once you start planning and executing your own food waste management system. Let's start with the Events and Catering Sales Department. This department can discuss options with clients for food waste reduction. Client meeting pa lang, pwede nang i-explain ni sales agent kay client na meron tayong food waste reduction program. Second, we can include food donation partner options in the contract agreements. Pwede nating i-include sa kontrata natin with clients yung mga donation partners natin para mas madali nilang maintindihan kung paano ba natin hinahandle yung mga posibleng maging excess food sa magiging event natin with our clients. Third is to reinforce the importance of accurate guest counts. Kausap pa lang natin si client, i-explain na natin na yung accurate guest counts helps in minimizing overproduction. Therefore, helps us reduce our total food waste. Lastly, promote sustainable menus or planet-friendly dishes developed by our culinary staff to our client. For the culinary and kitchen staff, you can develop reduced food waste menu or a menu program that can accommodate stocks and reduce food waste. So, pwede natin i-engineer yung menu natin para ma-utilize yung mga stocks na meron pa tayo or malapit nang masira pero pasok pa yung quality sa ating safety standards. You can also store ingredients following FIFO, first in, first out, and FEFO, first expire, first out, para una nating magagamit yung mga una nating nabili o mas unang mag-e-expire para hindi na nila maaabutan yung pagkasira nila or yung pagkalanta. Dapat din, meron tayong storage equipment for prepared or cooked food na magme-maintain ng temperature away from the temperature danger zone. So, examples nito yung mga holding cabinet para hindi expose sa room temperature yung ating food. Third is to coordinate with events and catering sales to know the actual guest counts and improve the accuracy of buffet forecasting based on lessons learned from each event. Alamin natin from catering sales kung ilan ba talaga yung total number of guests, tapos based on previous experience natin kung ilan yung guests at kung ilan yung natitira at nasasayang, alamin natin yung mga information na yon at incorporate natin yun sa planning sa mga susunod pang event. So each department can work together to improve these practices. Next is to request reports from storeroom staff or purchasing department kung ano yung mga underutilized ingredients para makapag-develop tayo ng menu that can utilize these ingredients. So alamin natin kung ano ba yung mga underutilized sa ating mga stockroom para magamit natin sila bago sila masira. Lastly, alamin natin from service staff kung ano yung mga natitira sa buffet para ma-incorporate sa pag-strategize ng meal planning for future events. So as mentioned earlier, you can coordinate with the catering sales department for the accurate guest counts, and you can adjust portion or serving size for the next event based on the feedback ng service staff. Kung ano yung pagkain na masyadong marami yung nasasayang, pwede natin yung i-adjust sa susunod nating event. There are a lot more things that we can do. For more tips, please refer to the handouts. Naka-enumerate sa handouts kung ano pa yung iba't ibang tips na pwedeng gawin ng iba't ibang department. For those staffs working in the banquet, we can use smaller vessels wherever possible para mukha pa din puno yung plates natin at hindi mukhang tinitipid natin yung clients natin. Also, as service winds down, we can control portions for topping off or backfilling to conserve full pans for donation. Para hindi magalaw yung mga full pans natin. Para safe pa din yung mga full pans na idodonate natin sa ating mga donation partners. At least kapag hindi natin nagalaw yung full pans, sure tayo na safe and edible and wholesome food yung mapupunta sa donation. Lastly, take note of high-waste buffet items and coordinate with culinary team para makagawa ng adjustment si culinary team for future events. As repeatedly mentioned, itong food waste management system, mag-work talaga siya kung magko-coordinate yung iba't ibang department. Bankets and services can communicate sa ibang department kung ano ba yung mga pagkain na madalas na nasasayang at hindi nauubos. Para sa susunod na event, pwede nating pagplanuhan kung paano yun masusolusyonan. Stewards play a very important role in managing food waste. Sila yung first-person witness kung gaano karaming food waste ang na-generate ng ating mga customers. So, what can we do to be part of the food waste battle? Unang-una, always return bins to their designated locations to help other members of the task force to stick to the routine. Para accurate yung data na makukuha natin kapag tinitimbang na yung food waste. Kasi 'di ba, sabi doon sa video 2, kailangan natin timbangin ang pre-service at post-service food waste. Kailangan lagi nating ilagay yung bins kung saan natin sila dinesignate para madalian yung ibang team members natin kung saan ba ilalagay yung pre- at post-service waste. Ayun, 'di ba? Simpleng bagay lang siya na i-return yung bin sa kanilang designated location, pero malaking impact yung nagagawa niya para mapadali yung proseso para sa buong team. Also, by doing this, mas nakakatulong tayo sa pag-ensure na accurate yung data na natitimbang natin dun sa pre- and post-service food waste. Isa pa, na-ensure din yung proper segregation ng waste. Second is to coordinate and review appropriate food waste disposal techniques. Give feedbacks kung ano yung practical at doable for you. So, importante na kino-communicate natin kung ano ba yung mga protocols na practical at kaya nating gawin sa ating mga facilities para continuous natin siyang magagawa at talagang makikip natin yung commitment natin na mag-stick sa ating food waste reduction protocols. Third is to make sure that unrecoverable food waste are disposed according to the food waste management strategy of our facilities. And last, record the number of bins filled each day and the general items that are found in the bins. Tapos, i-coordinate natin to with culinary staff para mapag-aralan yung strategies kung paano mag-a-adjust sa future events. Aside from those departments that are directly in contact with food, meron ding role yung mga corporate and administrative department. So let's start with the finance department. Our finance department may explore the financial viability of food waste management strategies. Kung nag-generate ba ng savings out of our efforts to reduce and divert food waste. Next is to be open in making food waste prevention investments kung merong technology or innovation sa market na makakatulong at makakapagpadali sa food waste diversion strategies natin. Finance department can study whether making those investments are financially viable. And lastly, finance department can monetize the impacts of food waste management efforts through evaluating kung meron bang return on investment and savings. So in video 2, Gina's mentioned na some of our restaurant partners that were involved in pilot testing the food waste management system, meron talaga silang nireport na return on investment and savings after committing to the effort of reducing food waste in their facilities. So actually, the Sustainable Diner Project of WWF has developed a cost-benefit monitoring tool, and this tool was designed to monetize and quantify the benefits of sustainable investment. Another department that plays a vital role in food waste management is the Human Resource Department. HR department can be in charge of reinforcing food waste prevention, recovery, and diversion behaviors regularly. Yung HR department natin can think of creative ways of constantly reminding us to stick to our sustainable practices. Second, HR department can develop and keep best practices manuals na easy access for employees para madali lang mag-review kung medyo may nakakalimutan na yung mga employees. Lastly, our HR departments can think of ways kung paano patuloy na i-engage yung mga employees sa iba't ibang sustainability initiatives ng ating facilities. So for example, having a food waste management champion, magsiset tayo kung sino yung model ng pag-stick sa ating food waste reduction protocols. We can also organize food waste events during environmental holidays. Pwede rin tayong mag-conduct ng regular training and engaging activities or friendly competition. Another department that plays a vital role is the communications department. Sila yung team that has access to direct interaction to both employees and customers. So yung work ng communications department has direct impact both sa consumer at sa employees. This department can develop materials to assist other departments like catering sales to communicate food waste management efforts to client. Pwedeng mag-develop ng skills si communication departments para matulungan si catering sales na ma-explain ng mas malinaw kay clients kung ano ba yung food waste reduction efforts ng ating facilities. Next, we can also develop publicity materials that will serve as constant reminders like table toppers o kaya posters na pwede nating ilagay sa paligid ng ating facilities. This can remind the staff about the facilities protocols. Also, it can engage consumer interest. So we can develop campaigns to inform our customers that we have food waste prevention, recovery, and diversion programs. This way, nakakatulong din tayo sa pag-share ng information regarding the environmental impacts of food waste. At the same time, namamarket din natin yung facility natin as a sustainable dining option. Lalo na ngayon na most of our customers and clients are discerning clients. They are really looking for establishments na nag-e-effort na makakontribute sa pag-heal ni Mother Nature. So gusto nila yung mga facility na merong sustainability efforts. For the last department, the purchasing and receiving department. As mentioned earlier, different departments can work together to continuously improve our food waste reduction efforts. As purchasing department, we are responsible for managing storage facilities, to follow food safety protocols, and to practice total food utilization. So we have the responsibility to ensure that we are serving food na pasok sa quality standards ng ating facilities, will not cause harm or illness to our customers, and as part of food waste reduction effort na may-utilize yung bawat parte ng pagkain na yun na pwedeng may-utilize para walang nasasayang. Next is to follow FIFO and FEFO, which is very much used in the food industry. Kahit hindi pa tayo nagsastart ng food waste management system, for sure, ina-employ na natin tong FIFO and FEFO method to ensure na hindi tayo nakakagamit ng mga nalanta or nag-expire na products. Again, bawat department din needs to work together. So the third thing that purchasing and receiving department can do is to coordinate with culinary department to strategize on menu planning. So if ever na aware tayo na despite the planning, meron pa ding mga stocks na underutilized, we can communicate with culinary department para magamit nila yun sa kanilang next menu planning. The fourth thing purchasing and receiving department can do is to be open to sourcing ingredients locally. Also, sana open din tayo sa pag-source ng mga not so perfect, oddly shaped produce. So, kung may chance na makakabili tayo ng oddly shaped produce na magagamit for meals na hindi naman nagre-require ng picture-perfect quality, Halimbawa, hihiwain naman or ida-dice, let's grab that chance. Para hindi naman nasasayang yung mga oddly shaped produce. Kasi sa isang harvest, meron talagang chance na merong iilang produce na hindi picture perfect yung itsura. Pero as safe and as nutritious pa din naman sila, kagaya ng mga perfect looking ones. Let's open our minds to sourcing local and the oddly shaped produce. Lastly, is to review food waste data to improve the planning of procurement. Ayan, so kapag nakuha na natin yung data from our food waste analysis, mapapag-aralan na natin yung pattern ng usage ng iba't ibang departments. And we can use that information to improve forecasting and procurement. I hope you got a glimpse of who should be a part of the Food Waste Management Task Force and their specific roles. These roles are just recommendations. If you have more ideas on how your food waste management system can work better, feel free to do it. You can also engage your staff in brainstorming the roles that they want to play. Just make sure that these roles and duties are doable so we can maximize commitment from employees. So, ang importante, pag nagsiset tayo ng roles and tasks, kailangan kaya siyang gawin at kayang mag-stick ng employees natin dun sa commitment na gagawin talaga siya para mag-succeed ang ating food waste reduction efforts. So, there you have it. You are already equipped with information on how to proceed with steps 1, 2, and 3. We have discussed some of the food waste interventions in this video. So to learn more about step 4, specifically landfill diversion, we have a food waste diversion module in this training series. So yung module na yon will dive deep into composting, how to do it, its benefits for the soil, for the environment, and for our business. So we are looking forward to your food waste management journey. Let's contribute in the fight to reduce food waste and ultimately to restore planet health. So as we say in WWF, together possible. If you want to learn more about food waste management and other initiatives of WWF, visit our website at wwf.org.ph and our social media pages.